And then I saw it, like, I was like, is this all it is? Is this all it is? I couldn't quite believe that this is what everybody was talking about. He responded to the criticism which came out from people after he did that spin, saying, we are known for our art, and I won't stop doing what brought me to where I am. Don, what's your thoughts on this?
I was watching the game, and it was a dire game, like they have been in the Europa League, and that was probably the most entertaining thing that came out of the game, even though it was utterly pointless. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, the fact that he done like a double pirouette and then kicked the ball out for a goal kick, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I understand if you're trying a trick, and that's not a trick, but I understand if you want to showboat and try something, but there's got to be a little bit of an end product. You know, if you're trying a trick and you're taking someone on as a step over and then you find a final ball or you shift a defender off balance and happy days. But it was, honestly, it was comical. When you see it, he's standing on the right wing, no one near him, and just like twizzles round like 2 or 3 times and then kicks it for a corner and you go, what's the point in that?
Well, he was trying to play
like
the free
anyone
ball.
can do it. Literally anyone can do it.
But I think we've seen in his short time here, just to address what happened yesterday, I think we've seen the short time in England, when he hovers the leg over it and that, and like nothing happens.
Yeah.
And it's just like he is a bit of a show pony as well as a good player.
Do you have a problem with it?
No, I don't. I don't really have a problem, and I tell you why. I'll say the same thing as I said with Richarlison. You do those kind of things on the field, and you bring on the potential for retribution from other professionals. That's the risk that you take. Now, if that's me playing the game, I'm saying to one of my teammates, right, you go and play in the middle of the park for a little bit. I'm going to go and stand next to this guy, because if he even gets a sniff of trying that again, I'm going to smash him. Now, I'm not saying that's right. I'm saying that's the mentality of a lot of players when people do these kind of things. But let me throw some salt on this. The people who have whinged and moaned, I would imagine, I don't know this for sure, but I think it's pretty nailed on. The ones, particularly in England, who have whinged and moaned about this kind of thing from Antony and others, were probably the same people that thought it was okay for Cristiano Ronaldo to trot off down to the dressing room when he still could have been brought on for a sub. That's the hypocrisy of some of the people that follow the game, is that it's okay for Cristiano to go down and go in the dressing room when his manager might need him, but somebody does a couple of pirouettes on a football field and it's a disaster. It is what it is. You bring on... You could infuriate other people on the field by doing this. That's the only point I'm bringing up, right, is that if you want to do it, but no, there could possibly be consequences.
Frank, did you have a problem with it?
No, frankly, I didn't have any problem because, you know, the thing is, when I look at the picture, because I didn't see the game with you, but they sent me the action and I was watching it clearly. For me, it doesn't tease or being disrespectful towards any opponent because there isn't any opponent around him. So I found it completely useless. It was, of course, it was showboating, but, you know, I heard the noise of Old Trafford. They seem to like it. So if it pleases the fans, no, good for him. You know, what I don't find well is that at the end of the day, when he makes the passes, he makes wrong passes. So on top of being useless, he's being carried away by what he does like a second before. But I don't have any problem as long as it's their own business. He has to deal with the fans and with the teammates. As long as it doesn't disrespect any opponent, I'm fine with that. It's his business. I think it's an art. Good for him if he enjoyed it, and if the fans enjoyed it, that's their own business.
You can tell it's a quiet day when we're talking about Antony doing a couple of spins in the air.
It was a very interesting couple of spins.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.